Hi, welcome to Swag Files 555, and we are on day three. Personally, I think that I am on a roll. But before we continue, I would like to share my snack selection, okay? So we have peanuts, okay? And then we also have corn. But corn it doesn't sound right. Umbila, boni. That's what this is, guys. I'm addicted to this, by the way. But yeah, it's a fun addiction. So I had to switch angles because the position was not doing it. But somebody said that to be free is to be cringe, or to be cringe is to be free. Yeah, that sounds better. To be cringe is to be free, and how I tie this to my whole thought process. This speaks more to being authentic to yourself, and I think that this is something that I've struggled with for so long, and I'm only now really coming into my authenticity. Yeah. And with that, I feel like a lot of learning is factored into it because through learning, you get to know, okay, this is for me and this is not for me. And this is why I feel like to be human is basically just this big learning experience. For me personally, I think that it's really unrealistic of me to always or to rather be in a position where I feel like I know everything because I don't know anything. But have I experienced a lot? I have. But is there still more to experience? There is. It's like this human experience is abundant on its own. You don't have to think too hard. It's abundant on its own. And I'm at a place where I'm like, I want to embrace. I want to embrace life for what it is in order to be able to cultivate and to live in the moment and to really experience everything for what it is, learn as much as I can, just be a sponge. Just be a sponge. But should I be 80? I hope that I'm that 80-year-old that's still willing to learn something new from everyone around me because I really feel like life is the best teacher, but so is everyone around you. Everyone brings something different to the table. And when you're authentic to you, what you bring to the table is so important. I feel like even if we're in a group, right? Every one of us is important. Even if, so let's take Destiny's Child, for example. You know how there's this narrative that Beyonce was always the one who was being pushed forward. She was the star of the group. And like granted, that happened, but still Kelly and Michelle, they were still their own people regardless of that. They were still bringing something to the table, something that Beyonce doesn't have, you know? And together, when they came together, they formed something really beautiful. They made timeless music. So it's like it's really crazy to me when we try and downplay other people's experiences when really we should be looking at how this authentic person came through as their authentic self and they brought something to the table. So I'm like, when I cultivate who I am, then whatever I bring to the table is undoubtedly, can I speak? It's going to undoubtedly be a big contribution, just as much as everyone. Because the other thing is that I don't believe that anyone is better than anyone. I'm sorry, I don't. But I do think that everyone brings something different to the table. And it's okay to appreciate someone's differences, but it's very, very not cool to downplay somebody else, though. It's very not cool. So I'm like, I am learning to be comfortable with myself, be comfortable within myself. And I'm learning to just be who I am. I'm like ready to blossom. I'm ready to blossom. Because in my previous video, I was talking about how I've been stuck in the sad girl healing era. And now I'm like, okay, it's time to grow from that now. I have taken my lessons from that experience, from that era, and now it's time to step into the my authenticity era where I am being myself fully. So to close off, I hope that you are embracing yourself and be yourself as much as that is so overrated, oversaturated.